Yes, I'm live now. Welcome once again to another new video. This is Santu Sahu, and you are watching Sahu's tutorial. And in this YouTube video, I'll be covering some important MCQ question on English literature for the upcoming CUET PG English literature exam. Do join and let me know if everything is okay. Here I am again with a mock test series for the upcoming CUET PG English literature exam. Do join and send me the confirmation if everything is okay. Send me the confirmation if everything is okay. Do write down in the comment box. Do write down in the comment box if everything is okay. Those who are new to this channel, please do visit the playlist that is CUET PG English Literature Mock Test, and in that playlist you will get all the videos that I have recently uploaded in that section. I hope those videos will definitely help you and you will be benefited by all those videos. So here I am making the mock test for the upcoming CUET PG English Literature exam. Okay, hurry up, do join and let me know if everything is okay. Good evening, Sadam. Yeah, good evening. Actually, I was very busy, okay, doing online classes. That's why, okay, I wasn't able to prepare the PPT. That's why I came late. I was busy in offline classes. That's why, okay, I came late. So don't worry, I will be discussing some important MCQ questions on literary criticism and literary theory. We'll be doing rapid fire questions as well. I have not prepared so much questions okay yeah, so that's why okay after doing 2 or 3 questions I will be doing some rapid fire questions, and I hope that this question will definitely help you. Okay, good evening to everyone who have joined here. And is everything okay, Sadam? Is everything okay? Yeah, the PPT and the voice, is everything okay? I think everything is okay. I think everything is okay. So let's begin the session. Let's begin the session exactly. Yeah, I think everything is okay. Yeah, those who have joined, it is going to be a fantastic session. So okay, was the session till the end? Was the session till the end? So because many questions will be discussed here, and these are important questions definitely. Definitely, these are going to be very important questions. Okay, here I'm making the mock test for the upcoming CUET PG English Literature exam. Yeah, I hope you are all aware by the grace of Almighty, and you must be sailing the sea of life by the grace of Almighty. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Rao, good evening, good evening. I hope you are all well by the grace of Almighty, and you must be sailing the sea of life by the grace of Almighty. And good evening to everyone. And I hope that you will be rocking at the exam. You will be doing well. Okay, don't worry. We are here to help you. I am here to help you, and we will learn together, and we will win the race. So here is your first question on your screen. Do answer in the comment box. Here is your first question on your screen. Do answer in the comment box. And those who have joined, okay, now good evening to everyone. Yeah, I know I'm little bit late because I was doing some online classes, so I had prepared the PPT. That's why okay, I came late. So don't worry. But despite okay, we'll be doing okay some questions. Don't worry. So here the first question is on your screen, Sadam and Rao. Here the first question is in a classic statement, okay, that inaugurated feminist thought in English. And the statement is here: women writing things back through her mothers. Where does this line occur? Virginia Woolf's A Room of One's Own, Kate Millett's Sexual Politics, John Sten's Three Lives, and the Mary Hyat's The Way Women Write. So you know that you can write down also these are the works. This is an unfamiliar work, that is Mary Hyat's The Way of the Women Write. Jacques Three Lives, exactly. Subhash, good evening, Subhash. Exactly. Sadam, Rao, Subhash, good evening to everyone. Hmm. Hmm. Exactly. Exactly. It is. Subhash, you are awesome, fantastic. You are absolutely fantastic. It is Virginia Woolf's. So Virginia Woolf's A Room of One's Own is the right answer. A is the right answer. That a woman writing things back to her mothers. And this line, yeah, Avani, fantastic, Avani. Good evening to also Virginia Woolf's A Room of One's Own. Yeah. Moving on to question number 2 here. A.K. Ramanujan translated with an introduction. Now, which is this work? The Ramayana, the Bhagavad Gita, speaking of Shiva, Mahabharata. A.K. Ramanujan translated with an introduction. Now tell me the work. Now tell me the work which was translated by A.K. Ramanujan. I told everyone that I will be with all of you till your exam. Okay, don't worry. Okay, don't worry. I will be with everyone. Now tell me which work is translated by A.K. Ramanujan. And your options are the Ramayana, Bhagavad Gita, Speaking of Shiva, and the Mahabharata. Oh, no, no. Rao, you are answering question number one, is it? Rao, you are answering question number one, is it? Okay, Abani got it. Abani got it. Yeah. AK. There anyone? 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 Okay. Okay. Yeah. Subhas. Exactly. Avani and Subhas. Exactly. It is speaking of Shiva. AK Ramanujan. Yeah. No. Okay. No. Then it is actually speaking of Shiva. Then it is speaking of Shiva. Okay. AK Ramanujan has translated with an introduction, and the name of the work is speaking of Shiva. Speaking of Shiva. C is the right answer. And speaking of Shiva, that is translated with an introduction by A.K. Ramanujan. And who is the author of the unfinished novel Maria or the Wrongs of Women? Who is the author of the unfinished novel Maria or the Wrongs of Women? Jane Austen, Virginia Woolf, Mary. Okay. Jane Austen, Virginia Woolf, Mary Wollstonecraft, Emily Bronte. Okay. Who is the author of the unfinished novel Maria or the Wrongs of Women? Now tell me the answer of this question. Question number 3 here. Okay. I had given as a Now Gurud comes. Avani. Okay, exactly. The author of the unfinished novel Maria or the Wrongs of Women, and it was written by Mary Wollstonecraft. Exactly, and I am invincible. It is Mary Wollstonecraft. C is the right answer. Subhas, it is actually Mary Wollstonecraft. Okay, unfinished novel. Okay, I had already posted this question in the Telegram channel. Okay, as a quiz. So here Mary Wollstonecraft is the right answer, and you see, and this is the explanation. Yeah, got it. Maria, The Wrongs of Women is the 18th century British feminist Mary Wollstonecraft's unfinished novelist sequel to her revolutionary political treatise, A Vindication of the Rights of Women, that came in 1792. And The Wrongs of Women was published posthumously by her husband named William Godwin, and which is often considered her most radical feminist work. Okay. Now you tell me who is known as Eats of India, 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 who is known as Eats of India. And the title was given by V.K. Goket. Eats of India, this title was given by, किसने दिया था? V.K. Goket. ठीक है, किसने दिया था? नो तरुदत्त बराबर जा, नहीं, that is एस से स्टार्ट होता है, एस से स्टार्ट होगा, एस से स्टार्ट होगा. And the surname is N, first letter of the surname. Eats of India. Then tell me. Eats of India. This title was given by V.K. Gokhale. But who is known as Eats of India? Option please. Okay. No, I have already given the clue. Then okay. Then Tarudat. Okay. Tarudat. ठीक है. Yeah. N. Yeah, exactly. Sarojini Naidu. Yeah, exactly. Go to Sarojini Naidu. S N दे दिया ना. Okay. इस next time से ठीक है. It is Sarojini Naidu. ठीक है, Sarojini Naidu. Sarojini Naidu is known as It's of India and it was given by VK Gokhale. ठीक है. अच्छा, सावित्री, सावित्री ठीक है, that is written by whom? Savitri, who wrote Savitri? Savitri, who wrote Savitri? सावित्री कैसे? या एग्जैक्टली, एग्जैक्टली, सावित्री अरविंद घोष, ठीक है, अरविंद घोष. एग्जैक्टली, एग्जैक्टली. And it has actually 24,000 lines, ठीक है, 24,000 lines, ठीक है. सावित्री द एपिक पोएम was written by अरविंद घोष and it has 24,000 lines, ठीक है, इसको भी लिख लो 24,000 lines, ठीक है. Now which the play रदगुन was written by, किसने लिखा, इसको भी लिख लो रदगुन, ठीक है. Who wrote the play रदगुन? Okay, okay. Who played the? And it is based on Cleopatra. It is based on Cleopatra. The play Radagun was written by whom? The play Radagun was written by whom? And it is based on Cleopatra. I am giving you here. I am giving you clue. Tarudat, ठीक है. Then Aravind Ghosh. Then Nizam Ezekiel. Then Ruth Parvarcha. Tarudat, Aravind Ghosh, Nizam Ezekiel, Ruth Parvarcha. Who has written the play Radagun that is based on Cleopatra? Tarudat, then Aravind Ghosh, Nizam Ezekiel, and you have Ruth Parvarcha. Exactly, exactly. Okay, okay. Yeah, you should know that Radagun was actually written by Avani. Fantastic. It was written by Sri Aurobindo. Okay, Arvind Ghosh. It was written by Sri Aurobindo. ठीक है, Sri Aurobindo has written Radagun that is based on Cleopatra. That is based on Cleopatra. ठीक है. अच्छा, who wrote the last labyrinth? Exactly, Radagun. Yeah, exactly, Aurobindo. Exactly. Okay, who wrote the last labyrinth? The novel. Who is actually existentialist novelist, Indian existentialist novelist? The last labyrinth. Labyrint. The last labyrinth. And for this work, actually, for this work, he was awarded with the prestigious Sahitya Academy Award. The last labyrinth. Sahitya Academy Award भी उसको मिला था. The last labyrinth. He was one of the existential writers. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Exactly, exactly. साहित्य अकादमी अवार्ड भी मिला था. Exactly, exactly. Got it, Avani. Subhas Chandra wrote. It is Arun Joshi. It is Arun Joshi. It is Arun Joshi has written The Last Labyrinth, and for this work he was awarded with the prestigious Sahitya Academy Award, and it was written by Arun Joshi. Yeah. Sure. Another question I am having here. You know that uh, which novel of Maheshwara Devi, which novel of Maheshwara Devi set on the backdrop of Naxalite movement? Which novel of Maheshwara Devi, which novel of Maheshwara Devi is set against the backdrop of the Naxalite movement? Naxalite movement. Which novel of Maheshwara Devi? Which novel of Maheshwara Devi Which novel of, yeah, exactly, exactly. Hmm. Master Devi's novel, that is Mother of 108, Mother of, that is, yeah, Adachura Shirma in Bengali, that this novel written by Master Devi, that is set in Naxalite movement. Hmm. Hmm. Exactly. Okay. Okay. Now another question is that, okay, who translated? अच्छा, पहले तो बोलो छोटी, ठीक है, छोटी मुंडा, छोटी मुंडा and his arrow, and his arrow, छोटी मुंडा and his arrow. Who wrote छोटी मुंडा and his arrow? Who wrote this work? Now your options are अरुण जोशी, चलो, अरुण जोशी, बाबूराव बागुल, रुत परवर झा, and you have Maheshwar Devi. Choti Munda and his arrow. Choti Munda and his arrow. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Exactly. Choti Munda and his arrow. This was actually written by Maheshwar Devi. And who translated it into English? Now tell me, who translated? Who translated this work? Okay. Who translated this work into English? Who translated into English this work? Choti Munda and his arrow was translated into English by whom? Who translated Choti Munda and his arrow into English? Yeah, exactly. That's why Subhas, I am asking this question. Subhas, you are asking me this question. I am asking you this question. Who translated it? Excellent, 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 good, excellent, excellent, Avani, excellent. It is Gayatri Chakraborty Spivak. Okay, it is Gayatri Chakraborty Spivak. ठीक है, Spivak. Okay. Rao, are you listening, Rao? It is Spivak has translated Choti Munda and his arrow into English. Got it? Okay. Hmm. Exactly. Exactly. Chalo. Next question. Next question. Okay. Who wrote Disorderly Women? Disorderly Women. Okay. Disorderly Women. Disorderly Women. Who wrote Disorderly Women? Now your options are Nayantara, Sagal, GSAHGAL. ठीक है, yeah. Then you have it is Malathi Rao, Malathi Rao. Then Maheshwata Devi. Then Sarojini Naidu. Who wrote Disorderly Women? Disorderly Women. Who wrote Disorderly Women? Okay, got it, got it. And for this work, actually, she was awarded the Sahitya Academy Award. Okay, Sahitya Academy Award. Exactly, exactly. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Priyanka, exactly. It is 2007, 2007 of the Sahitya Academy Award. It was published in 2005. Okay, got it, Rao. This 2005 में published हुआ and she got the Sahitya Academy Award in 2007. Okay, that is Malathi Rao. Malathi Rao. ठीक है? Okay. चलो. Reach like us. Reach like us. Reach like us. And then you have another famous novel is actually here. storm in Chandigarh. Okay, this is a story. Yeah, you have storm in Chandigarh. Okay, storm in Chandigarh. Who wrote? Reads like a storm in Chandigarh. Okay, okay. Hmm. Hmm. Another important one is mistaken identity. ठीक है? Mistaken identity. ठीक है? Mistaken identity. Exactly. Exactly. So this is like I storm in Chandigarh, mistaken identity. These are actually written by fantastic everyone. It is Nayantara. It is Nayantara Sahgal. ठीक है? Nayantara Sahgal has written. Okay. Exactly. Atmara. Got it good. Raja, Avni, Subhas. Everyone fantastic. चलो चलो रिवीजन हो रहा है ना रिवीजन. नाउ यू टेल मी. अच्छा. It's a commentary on the life and works of Rabindranath Tagore. ठीक है? An artist in life. An artist. ठीक है? इसको भी लिख लो. An artist. ठीक है? An artist in life. An artist in life. And the subtitle is a commentary. ठीक है? A commentary on the life of on the life and works of commentary on the life and works of Rabindranath Tagore. Of Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath Tagore. Who wrote? This is the name of full name of the book. An artist in life, a commentary on the life and works of Rabindranath Tagore. Who wrote? I am giving clue here. I am giving clue here. Okay. Neeraj C. Chaudhary. Neeraj C. Chaudhary. Then another one is you have Nihari Ranjan Roy. Nihari Ranjan Roy. Okay. Nihari Ranjan Roy. And you have Nayantara Sahgal. ठीक है? Nayantara Sahgal. And you have Maheshwara Devi. Maheshwara Devi. चलो बोलो. An artist in life, a commentary on the life and works of Rabindranath Tagore. Neeraj C. Chaudhary, Nihari Ranjan Roy, Nayantara Sahgal, Maheshwara Devi. Neeraj C. Chaudhary, Nihari Ranjan Roy, Nayantara Sahgal, Maheshwara Devi. Okay. No, it is Nihari Ranjan Roy. ठीक है? It is Nihari Ranjan Roy. Yeah, exactly. It is Nihari Ranjan Roy. Yeah, Priyanka Godot. Yeah, Subhas, exactly. An artist in life, commentary on the life and works of Rabindranath Tagore was written by Nihari. It was Nihara Ranjan. Okay, in Roy. Nihara Ranjan Roy. Hmm. Achha. Now tell me, Neeraj C. Chaudhary wrote biography of which one? Neeraj C. Chaudhary, ठीक है? Neeraj C. Chaudhary. Neeraj C. Chaudhary. Chaudhary. Wrote biography, ठीक है? Wrote biography of whom? Options are Adolf Hitler, then Napoleon, then Max Muller, then Gandhiji. Tell me. Neeraj C. Chaudhary wrote biography, and for this was actually Neeraj C. Chaudhary was awarded with Sahitya Akademi Award. Okay, and for this biography he was awarded with yeah awarded with the prestigious Sahitya Akademi Award. Exactly. That is awesome. Godot and Subhas. It is on Max Muller. Neeraj C. Chaudhary wrote biography on Max Muller. Yeah, Priyanka, exactly. It is Max Muller. And for this work, okay, he was awarded with साहित्य अकादमी अवार्ड इन 1975। या एग्जैक्टली 1975 में उसको मिला था। 1970 में साहित्य अकादमी अवार्ड मिला था मैक्स मुलर का बायोग्राफी लिखने में। किसको मिला था? नीरज सिंह चौधरी को मिला था। ठीक है। चलो नेक्स्ट नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, the title Die Hand Great Anna. This is actually autobiographical sequel of the autobiography of Unknown India written by Neeraj Singh Chaudhary. Now this Die Hand Great Anna, this is another work by Neeraj Singh Chaudhary, but from which text? Okay, in here, from which work? Okay, he has taken this title. Now I am giving you options here. Okay, Dryden, Dryden's work, Pope's work, Johnson's work, Samuel Johnson's work, and T.S. Eliot's work. T.S. Eliot's work. Die Hand Great Anna. This is a sequel. This is a sequel of the autobiographical novel called Autobiography of Unknown India. Exactly. Got it. This is actually a phrase. And he has taken this from Pope's Dunciad. Exactly true. This is from Pope's Dunciad. That is true. Pope's Dunciad. Exactly. Everyone idea. Exactly. Got it. Atma. Everyone idea. Pope's. The east is east, west is west. किसने बोला? देखा. किसने लिखा है? The east is east. ठीक है? The east is east and west is west. This is a work written by whom? The east is east and the west is west. Who wrote this work? Who wrote this work? The east is east, the west is west. Is it? That's why I have given. What was the exact quotation given by Rudyard Kipling? Do search in the Google and tell me. Or you have remember. If you have remember, east is east, the west is west. That's why I have given. No. It's a collection of essays, and this was written by Neeraj Singh Chaudhary. It is by Neeraj Singh Chaudhary. Now you do search in the Google, and what was the exact quotation given by Rudyard Kipling? Do search. This is your homework. You can also get comment in the exactly. Both will never meet. That is exactly. That is. But it was a collection of essays. It's a collection of essays. ठीक है? By Neeraj Singh Chaudhary. They will never meet. That kind of thing was there. And by Rudyard Kipling. Exactly. Subhas, exactly. Okay. Twins will never meet. Exactly. Isna. Exactly. Who wrote the chess master and his moves? The chess master and his moves. Chess master and his moves. He has also written Comrade Kirillov. East is east, west is west, and never twain shall meet. Exactly, Guru. This was given by Rudyard Kipling. Hmm. Hmm. Exactly. Exactly. It is Raja Ram. It is Raja Ram. Okay, Comrade Kirillov, the chess master and his moves, the serpent and the rope, Kanthapura, the cat in Shakespeare. Kanthapura appeared in 1938, the serpent and the rope appeared in 1960. Then you have the cat in Shakespeare that appeared in 1965. Then you have Comrade Kirillov. These are all important works written by Raja Ram. Exactly, exactly. Chess master and his moves by Raja Ram. Hmm. And Comrade Kirillov was originally written in English but published in French by Georges Fradier. Exactly, got it, everyone. Hmm. And who is the protagonist of Bachelor of Arts in in Arkin novel? Bachelor of Arts. This is actually a novel written by Arkin. Now, who is the protagonist of Bachelor of Arts? Bachelor of Arts का protagonist कौन है? I am giving options here. Okay. Hmm. Ramaswamy, Rajan, Chandran, Raju. Okay, okay, got it, got it. Yeah, yeah. Avani and Godot, exactly. Option. Yeah, yeah. Ramaswamy, Rajan, and Chandran and Raju. Now here. Okay, okay. I will give now options. Don't worry. I will give you options now. Don't worry. Yeah, Chandran exactly. Okay, Subhas, don't worry. It is Chandran. Okay? It is Bachelor of Arts that was written by Chandran exactly. Chandran. And Ramasamy appears in which novel? Ramasamy appears in which novel? Ramasamy appears in which novel? The character Ramasamy appears in which novel? Got it. Chandran is not got it. Priyanka got it. Excellent, excellent. Ramasamy appears in which novel the character Ramasamy appears? The Serpent and the Rope. ठीक है? That was by Raja Rao. Raja Rao's Serpent and the Rope. The character Ramaswamy appears. ठीक है? Raja Rao's. Now tell me. Now tell me. The Blue Umbrella. Who wrote Blue Umbrella? The Blue Umbrella. The Blue Umbrella. Now your options are sorry. The Blue Umbrella. किसने लिखा है? Now options are Ruskin Bond, Rudyard Kipling, Rudyard Kipling, Ruth Parvar Jha, Naidu. Hmm, hmm, hmm. The Blue Umbrella, exactly, exactly. Ruskin Bond, the Blue Umbrella, pigeons, another word which a flight of pigeon, okay, a flight of pigeon, another word, okay, another word is flight of pigeon, and yeah, Ruskin Bond, okay, okay, acha, and yeah, Priyanka got it, excellent, it is Ruskin Bond. Now Delhi is not so far, Delhi, okay, Delhi is not so far. हम बोलते हैं ना दिल्ली बहुत दूर नहीं है दिल्ली इज नॉट सो फार हाँ दिल्ली बहुत दूर नहीं किसने लिखा है हु रोट दिल्ली इज नॉट सो फार ऑप्शंस जॉन रस्किन बॉन्ड Rudyard Kipling, then Jayanta Mahapatra. Delhi is not so far. Hmm. Exactly, exactly. Delhi is not so far. Again, this is by Ruskin Bond. Again, this is by Ruskin Bond. Yeah. Again, this is by Ruskin Bond. Exactly. This is Ruskin Bond. Again, Delhi is not so far. That is true. Excellent. 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 Chalo. What is the debut novel? What is the debut? Yeah, exactly. What is the debut novel? Debut novel of Salman Rushdie. Debut novel of Salman Rushdie. Debut novel of Salman Rushdie. Options are Midnight Children, Midnight Children, debut. Then you have same, same. Then you have Fury, and last one is Grimace. Okay, okay, okay. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Exactly. The debut novel of Salman Rushdie is Grimace. Okay, okay. Grimace is the debut novel of Salman Rushdie. Fantastic. Hmm, hmm. And it is the story of flapping eagles. Okay, the Indian, the young Indian flapping. Okay, flapping, flapping eagles, the character. Okay, the flapping eagles, this who is an Indian. The novel tells the story of a young Indian called flapping eagles. Okay, who is powered with the immortality after drinking the magical fluid. So flapping eagles had actually drunk, okay, the magical fluids, okay, and he has become immortal. So the character Flapping Eagles is from Grimace by Salman Rushdie, and this is the debut novel of Salman Rushdie. Okay, okay. And Midnight Children 1988 में, ठीक है, 90 published in 1980, ठीक है, and 1981 में उसको बुकर प्राइज मिला था, ठीक है, 1981 में, ठीक है. Midnight Children was published in 1980 and won the Booker Prize in 1981. So here are two answers here. That is, Midnight Children was published in 1980, and it for this work he was awarded with the prestigious Booker Prize in 1981. And the character Flapping Eagles appears in Grimace, and you see here that, just a minute. Hello. देखने को black black patch. Yes. So this is about Midnight Children. Next question. Okay. Hmm. Now tell me. Sure. Sasi Deshpande. Acha. Now tell me, who adopted the term semiosis? Semiosis. Semiosis. Now from literary theory. Options are Julia Kristeva, जूलिया क्रिस्टेवा, ठीक है. हम्म? Semiosis. Charles Sanders Peirce, Ferdinand Saussure, Roman Jakobson. Semiosis. Who added to the term semiosis? Julia Kristeva, Charles Sanders Peirce, Ferdinand Saussure, and Roman Jakobson. one is semiotic. Okay, semiotic is the study of sign. Okay, now try to understand that. No, no, चलो semiotic, ठीक है, semiotic is the study of sign is known as semiotic, ठीक है, but the term semiosis was adopted by Charles Sanders Peirce, ठीक है, Charles Sanders Peirce, and Julia Kristeva was actually influenced by the works of Charles Sanders Peirce and here Ferdinand de Saussure, especially Ferdinand de Saussure, to create intertextuality. But it was especially Ferdinand de Saussure's intertext, that is sign से intertextuality आया Julia Kristeva का, but it is semiosis, it is not semiotic, it is semiosis, ठीक है, Charles Sanders Peirce, semiosis, who gave three kinds of sign, who gave the concept three kinds of sign, three kinds of signs, three kinds of sign किसने दिया था, who gave one is icon, another was index and symbol, icon, index and symbol, these are three kinds of sign. Okay, three kinds of sign, icon, index and symbol, who gave? Ferdinand de Saussure has said that sign consists of signifier and signified. Okay, and they have the relationship arbitrary. Now who has given this concept that there are three kinds of sign, one is icon, another is index, and the last one is symbol? Hmm, hmm, hmm. Exactly, exactly. Icon is the physical resemblance to the signifier, and index is the direct link to the object. Okay. Hmm. That is smoke is indicating fire. That is index. And symbol is the no resemblance between signifier and signified. It is actually Charles Sanders Peirce. Exactly, Rao. It is Charles Sanders Peirce. Okay. It is Charles Sanders Peirce has given three kinds of sign: icon, index, and symbol. Icon, index, and symbol. Exactly. Exactly. Who wrote structural anthropology? Who wrote structural anthropology? Structural anthropology. Structural anthropology, which is a branch of social science. Branch of social science. Structural anthropology was written by who? Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Exactly. It's not. Yeah. Claude Lévi-Strauss. Claude Lévi-Strauss. ठीक है? Claude Lévi-Strauss has given. Okay. Structural anthropology. The book was written by. Hmm. Now, who says that poetry is metaphoric, whereas prose is metonymic? किसने बोला था? Poetry is metaphoric. The language of poetry is metaphoric and prose is metonymic. The language of prose is metonymic. Okay? Who said this? Which formalist has said this? Poetry is metaphoric. The language of poetry is metaphoric, whereas the language of prose is metonymic. Yeah, Subhash got it. It is Claude Lévi-Strauss. Poetry is metaphoric, prose is metonymic. Hmm, hmm. Exactly, exactly. Hmm, hmm. Yeah, it is Roman Jacobson. Exactly, it is Roman Jacobson. It is Roman Jacobson. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Roman Jacobson. Yeah, Roman Jacobson. Hmm. That is that is true. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Who says that? Who says that there are there are two ways there are two ways of language operation. Language is operated, okay. There is two ways of language operation, okay. One is selection, another is combination, another is combination, another is combination. There are two ways of language operation. One is selection, another is combination. That is, choosing is the selection, and whereas yeah, selecting or choosing is the appropriate words. The choosing or selecting appropriate words, that is actually synonymous. That is, house can be replaced as home or palace. And the selection process is called paradigm, whereas the combination is actually called synthesis. ठीक है. देखो, for our own sake we combine words. For the purpose of the poetry, for our own purpose we change the order. That is a combination, that is a synthesis. Syntax से होता है ना synthesis और ठीक है. And selection is actually paradigm. Selection is known as paradigm, whereas combination is known as synthesis. And it was Roman Jacobson. Again it was by Roman Jacobson. ठीक है. Again it was Roman Jacobson. There are two ways of language operation: selection and combination. Selection is the choosing appropriate words or synonymous words, that is to defamiliarize any one thing, and combination is actually synthesis. That is the when you are doing, okay, for your own purpose, making that changing the order for your own purpose. Poetry, exactly, it is Roman Jacobson. It is Roman Jacobson. Who wrote Morphology of Folktale? Morphology of Folktale, which is a Russian structuralist. Morphology of Folktale. Literally, what is morphology? Morphology क्या होता है? Morphology of Folktale. Who wrote Morphology of Folktale? Who wrote Morphology of Folktale? Usually, morphology is a part of botany, is not it? Morphology. This is a study of plant structure. That is morphology. Exactly. Avani, fantastic. It is Vladimir Prov. Exactly. It is Vladimir. It is Vladimir Prov. Okay. Vladimir Prov. Okay. The structuralist. Okay. The structuralist has written. Russian structuralist Vladimir Prov has written. Okay. Morphology of folktale. And morphology means study of the plant structure. That is morphology. Okay. Fantastic. Are you all there? Now, who wrote structural semantics? Structural semantics. Sadam, exactly. Structural semantic. The book that appeared in 1966. Structural semantics. देखो, स्ट्रक्चरलिज्म में कौन कौन आ रहा है? फादर एंड ससुर आ रहा है, ठीक है. चार्ल्स सैंडर्स पियर्स आ रहा है, क्लॉडी लेवी-स्ट्रॉस आ रहा है, व्लादिमीर प्रॉब आ रहा है, ए जे ग्रीमस आ रहा है. स्ट्रक्चरल सिमेंटिक्स वाज रिटन बाय ए जे ग्रीमस, ठीक है. ए जे ग्रीमस, ठीक है. ए जे ग्रीमस. पहले ना इसको लिख लो, स्ट्रक्चरलिस्ट. हुआ द स्ट्रक्चरलिस्ट, ठीक है. फर्स्ट वन ससुर, फादर एंड ससुर. देन यू हैव चार्ल्स सैंडर्स पियर्स, ठीक है। देन चार्ल्स सैंडर्स पियर्स लिख लो, पहले लिख लो, ससुर आ रहा है, पर देन चार्ल्स सैंडर्स पियर्स, ठीक है। देन आ रहा है आपका क्लॉडी लेवी स्ट्रॉस आ रहा है, उसके बाद आ रहा है व्लादिमीर प्रॉप, ठीक है, व्लादिमीर प्रॉप शाह। देन आ रहा है ए जे ग्रीमस, ठीक है, ए जे ग्रीमस, जिसने लिखा है स्ट्रक्चरल सिमेंटिक, 5 तो हो गया। 6 आ रहा है जिरार्ड जेनेट, ठीक है, जिरार्ड जेनेट, GERARD GENNENETTE, ठीक है। एंड नंबर 7 इज वी हैव मिखाइल बैक्टिव, ठीक है, मिखाइल बैक्टिव, मिखाइल बैक्टिव। एंड समटाइम्स रोला बार इज ऑल्सो स्ट्रक्चरलिस्ट एज वेल एज पोस्ट स्ट्रक्चरलिस्ट, ठीक है, मिखाइल बैक्टिव, BHA KTIN, ठीक है। सो यू हैव ससुर, चार्ल्स सैंडर्स पियर्स, क्लॉडी लेवी स्ट्रॉस, व्लादिमीर प्रॉप, AG ग्रीमस, जिरार्ड जेनेट, मिखाइल बैक्टिन, and sometimes रोलाबाद also, रोलाबाद structuralist as well as post structuralist, ठीक है, structuralist as well as post structuralist, that is, so these are the names, okay, of structuralist. Okay, who gave the concept transtextuality? trans Transtextuality, textuality, देखो intertextuality was given by whom? Julia Kristeva. Now transtextuality, that is how one text relates to other text, that is called transtextuality. Your options are Julia Kristeva, name Gerard Ginet, then you have Mikhail Bakhtin, and Sassoon. Transtextuality concept. The concept of transtextuality was given by whom? Julia Kristeva, Gerard Ginet, Mikhail Bakhtin, then Ferdinand Saussure. Hmm. Hmm. Exactly. 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 Transtextuality was given by Gerard Ginet. ठीक है, ठीक है. Have you all written the names of the structuralists? Yeah, exactly. Two. Got it. Julia Kristeva was given intertextuality, whereas transtextuality was given by Gerard Ginet. Okay, Gerard Ginet. Hmm. And who wrote narrative discourse? Narrative discourse. Narrative discourse. The book. Narrative discourse. Narrative discourse. Narrative discourse. Exactly. Subhas Raja, Guru and Sada. Fantastic. Narrative discourse किसने लिखा है? Who wrote narrative discourse? Who wrote narrative discourse? A.J. Grimas, then Gerard Ginet, narrative discourse. Yeah, narrative discourse was written by Gorod, fantastic Gorod and Avni. It is actually Gerard Ginet here. Gerard Ginet has written, yeah, exactly. Gerard Ginet has written narrative discourse. Narrative discourse. Yeah, narrative discourse. Okay, narrative discourse. Now tell me, who has given the concept carnivalesque? Carnival. say carnivalence. Okay, carnivalence. The concept of carnivalence was given by Gerard Ginet, A.G. Grimes, Claude Lévi-Strauss, and Mikhail Bakhtin. Hmm. But in which book? In which book he has given this work? In which book he has given this concept of Mikhail Bakhtin? Exactly. Exactly. Godot Avani Sadam Subhas. Exactly. Carnivalence is a concept that was given by Mikhail Bakhtin. That is, there is no difference in carnival. Na? In carnivalence writing, there is no class conflict. In carnivalence writing, there is no class conflict. No class, no class conflict, no dominance. या कार्निवल में क्या होता है? कार्निवल में जब मेला लगता है ना, या जब मेला में क्या होता है, हर तरीके का आदमी आता है ना, सो दैट इज नो क्लास कॉन्फ्लिक्ट इज देयर. No. Who has given the right answer here? Actually, Guru, Ravelas and his word. Ravelas and his word, exactly. Ravelas and his word in this book, okay? In this book, actually, in this book, Mikhail Bakhtin has given the concept of carnivalence, where in the carnivalence writing, there is no class conflict, there is no dominance. And another, will you say an example of carnivalence writing? Any novel? Any novel? Do you remember any novel that is featuring the elements of carnivalence writing? That is actually a liberation from the order. It is a pleasure seeking. Angela Carter's, okay? Let me tell you that it is Angela Carter's. Oh, Angela Carter's White Children, okay? Angela Carter's, okay? Angela Carter's, okay? White Children, okay? Is an example of carnivalence writing. ठीक है, carnivalence writing, ठीक है. Angela Carter's White Children is an example of carnivalence writing. And you see, in the carnivalence writing, we don't find any class. There is no class conflict. There is no dominance. There is no dominance actually. Yeah. There is carnivalence. Okay. Sure. Sure. Now tell me, heteroglossia. Who gave the concept heteroglossia? Heteroglossia. Heteroglossia. कैसे याद रखे? देखो देखो देखो, जो आरसी है ना, आरसी देखो, आर होता है ना, रावेलास कार्निवेलस, ठीक है. आरसी क्या होता है? आरसी एक कॉपी बुक होता है ना, रजिस्टर. आरसी एक रजिस्टर जो होता है ना, जो गाड़ी खरीदने के बाद आरसी बुक देता है ना, तो और आरसी एक सॉफ्ट ड्रिंक भी होता है. आरसी एक सॉफ्ट ड्रिंक भी होता है. तो दैट इज सी कार्निवेलस और आर रावेलास, ठीक है. रावेलास इन इज वर्ड, रावेलास इन इज वर्ड में दिया था कार्निवेलस. ऐसे याद रखो. आरसी, आरसी जो बुक देता है गाड़ी खरीदने के बाद, आरसी. हेटेरोग्लोसिया वाज गिवन बाय बैक्टी. In which novel? In which novel? In which novel? Bhakin. Heteroglossia. The concept was given by. Now, what is heteroglossia? It's a multiple language. Hetero means multiple language. Okay, multiple language. Multiple language heteroglossia. Okay. It was coined in which novel? It was coined in which novel? It's coined in his novel Discourse in the Novel. ठीक है. Heteroglossia was coined in discourse discourse in the novel. Discourse in the novel. This is the name of the novel. Discourse in the novel, and in this work, Michael Vackton has coined the term. Heteroglossia. Heteroglossia, that is multiple language. And glossia means, you know that hetero means other and glossia means speech. Glossia means speech. Glossia means speech. Hetero means other. Okay? Different forms of language can exist in a single text. In a single text, okay, different forms of speech or language can exist. Okay, one character has one more than one form of language, formal and informal, in the context of the speakers in terms of contradiction. There's multiple voices in a text. That means actually multiple voices in a text. The main thing is that multiple voices in the text is heteroglossia. Multiple speech, others multiple speech. And polyphony, again the polyphony. चलो polyphony किसने दिया था? Polyphony इसको याद रखना, पी से कौन बोला था? अवनी बोला था ना, अवनी बोला था, इसको याद रखो. पॉलीफोनी, अवनी आप जो बोल रहे थे ना, पॉलीफोनी देखो. तो हेटेरोग्लोसिया कहाँ में आ रहा है? हेटेरोग्लोसिया आ रहा है डिस्कोर्स इन द नॉवेल पे आ रहा है. ठीक है, हेटेरोग्लोसिया कहाँ पे आ रहा है? डिस्कोर्स इन द नॉवेल पे. कार्डिनस कहाँ आ रहा है? सी से आरसी, दैट इज राबेलास इन हिज वर्ड. एंड पॉलीफोनी कहाँ पे आ रहा है? प्रॉब्लम्स ऑफ दस्तयेवस्कीज आर्ट. ठीक है, प्रॉब्लम्स ऑफ दस्तयेवस्कीज आर्ट. इट इज सो स्टार्ट होता है प्री से, प्रॉब्लम. ठीक है, पॉलीफोनी, प्रॉब्लम ऑफ दस्तयेवस्कीज आर्ट. ठीक है, दस्तयेवस्कीज आर्ट, दैट इज पॉलीफोनी. याद रहेगा ना, पॉलीफोनी से प्रॉब्लम. ठीक है, एंड डिस्कोर्स इन द नॉवेल से हेटेरोग्लोसिया, और आरसी से दैट इज कार्बोनलक्स से हमारा राबेला इन हिज वर्ड. ठीक है, ठीक है, दैट इज पॉलीफोनी, प्रॉब्लम्स ऑफ दस्तयेवस्कीज आर्ट. ख्याल रखिए. अच्छा, who wrote Ace by Jet, the novel that appeared in 1917? किसने लिखा था? 1917 में लिखा था, एस जेट. the work एस जेट 1917 में appeared हुआ था. 1917 एस जेट. And in this book, actually, the concept readerly and writerly text was given. In this book, okay, readerly and writerly text. Writerly text was given. Exactly. Readerly and writerly text was given in this book, SZ, by Rula Barth, who was a structuralist as well as a post-structuralist. Okay. The traditional is actually readerly text, that where the meanings is fixed. जहाँ पे meaning fixed है, ठीक है, the meaning is fixed and the reader depends on the author's information. That is readerly text. Now, what is readerly text? Okay, now tell me what is readerly text. Okay, readerly text. Okay, the meaning is fixed. The meaning is fixed. ठीक है, traditional way of reading. ठीक है, ट्रेडिशनल वे ऑफ रीडिंग. ठीक है, बट ट्रेडिशनल टाइप ऑफ बुक, इट इज प्रीडिटरमाइंड. ठीक है, प्रीडिटरमाइंड. एंड द रीडर डिपेंड्स ऑन the reader depends on the author's information. author's information. ठीक है, that is actually a traditional type of predetermined readerly. What is readerly text? The meaning is fixed. It is a traditional way of looking at text or trying to understand any meaning, and it is पहले से predetermined. ठीक है, and all these are qualities. All these are qualities of readerly text. Okay? All these are not options. These are the elements of the readerly text. All these are, and the reader depends on the author's information. These are all elements of readerly text. Reader depends on the author's information. The reader is actually passive here. The reader is actually passive because it depends on author's information. It depends on author's information. That is, reader is passive. Where the reader is passive, that is readerly text. Where the reader is active, that is you have writerly text. So, what is writerly text? Okay. And you have writerly. Okay? Writerly. What is writerly? That is reader is active. The reader is active. Okay? The reader is active and he is making the meaning. He is not a passive person. Okay. The reader is actively engaged, okay, to make the meaning. The reader is active and he is engaged, okay, to make meaning. Okay. That is writerly text. That is a writerly text. That is a writerly text. The reader is actively engaging himself, okay, to get the meaning of a text. The reader plays an active role in the construction of a meaning. The reader is not a producer. The reader is the producer rather than the consumer here. You see, the reader is the actually producer. He is producing. The producer. The reader is the producer. He is producing the meaning. That's why he is an active person. That is the writerly text. I hope you have understood what is readerly text and the writerly text. And that was given by Rulabar in his work is that. This is the name of the work where he has given the concept readerly text and writerly text. I think that you have all understood what is readerly text and what is writerly text. Is it clear now? Do a confirmation. Do like the session. Is it clear now? Is the concept clear now? Subhas and those who are watching. Those who are watching, please do thumbs up. Is the concept clear? Go to Subhas, Agni, and anyone. Is the concept clear? Who wrote writing degree 0? Who wrote writing degree 0? Who wrote writing degree 0? Is the concept clear? Okay, got it. Subhas, Abni, Priyanka, yeah, exactly, yeah. Writing degree 0 is another work done by Rulabar. Exactly. Writing degree 0. Again, this was written by Rulabar. Okay. And this work was given in the UG Senate last, that was conducted in 14 May. From work to text. Another work. From work to text, another work. From work to text by Rulabar. Which are structuralist as well as a post-structuralist. Okay. From work to text. Okay. From work to text by Rulabar. Okay. Writing degree 0. Okay. Then from work to text Rulabar. Then another work is image music text. Image music text. Okay. Structural analysis of narrative. Death of the author. Famous one is death of the author. What is about the death of the author? बोल रहा है कि ऑथर जब लिख रहा है ना उसकी टाइम पे ऑथर का डेथ हो जा रहा है. The reader is actively making the meaning, the death of the author. When the author is finished his work, at that time the author is dead. Now the reader is making the meaning. So this is the death of the author. Okay. Apart from text, image, music, text, these are all works written by Roland Barthes. When the writer starts writing, he is dead, because when he's saying that when the writer जब लिखना start कर रहे हैं, when the writer starts writing, he is dead because you see, when he writes, he has no control over the text. but it depends on the interpretation of the reader. No right. He's saying that no writer is original. He's saying that no writer is original. Okay? No writer is original. No writer is original. When the writer starts writing, he is dead, because when he writes, he has no control over the text. But it depends on the interpretation of the reader who is reading the text. So the interpretation of the reader is most important, and that's why he's saying that no writer is original. No writer is original. Every text is a photocopy. He says that every text is a photocopy. Every text is a photocopy. It's a photocopy. ठीक है? No writer is original. Every text is a photocopy, because all the writers taking the help of the language which is there in the environment. Why? Because environment में जो language है उसको use कर रहे हैं. That's why no writer is original. He's saying that no writer is original. Everyone is actually imitating, and every text is a photocopy, because all these languages are present in the environment and they are actually copying all these things. So that's why no writer is actually original. That is also given by that is also given by Rolla Barthes. ठीक है? And what does post-structuralism says? Okay, what does post-structuralism says? What does post-structuralism says? That post-structuralism is opposite to structuralism. Exactly, it is opposite to structuralism. Post-structuralism believe in no structure. They don't believe in no structure. Okay, they actually believes in no structure. There is no structure. Structure नहीं, ठीक है? There is no structure. Post-structuralism. They say that meaning is nowhere located. We can't communicate exactly the same in idea another person. Meaning is not located in the structure of the text. They are saying that meaning is not located in the structure of the text. Okay. They even criticize the binary oppositions of that structuralist. That rich, poor, day, night, day, night. They also criticized the binary opposition. Of there is no structure. Exactly. No structure. And they also says that there is no center. There is no center. There is no structure. There is no center. Exactly, Priyanka. Exactly. There is no structure. There is no center. Structuralist says that. Structuralist saying that there is a structure. There is the center. And they also propose the binary opposition. But post-structuralists are opposing all these things. Okay, post-structuralists are saying that there is no structure, there is no center, and they also criticized the binary oppositions. Okay, that is the rich, poor, okay, bad, good, and day, night. This is binary things. Okay. Like Nietzsche, God is dead. Okay, there is no center. Okay, like Nietzsche says, God is dead. There is no center, so there is no structure as well. And here, one of the finest post-structuralists you have, Michel Foucault. Okay, who wrote? Now tell me. Discipline and punish. ठीक है? We will discuss a lot. Okay, when we will be doing UGC class. Okay. For now, you just who wrote this discipline and punish? Who wrote discipline and punish? Michel Foucault. Discipline and punish, or लिख लो madness and civilization. Madness and civilization. ठीक है? Discipline and punish, madness and civilization. Then you have birth of a clinic. ठीक है? Bhartava clinic. Now you have history of sexuality, history of sexuality, history of sexuality. Then you have order of things. Yeah, knowledge is power. Exactly, exactly. That is discourse, discourse. Hmm. Order of things. Okay, order of things. Discipline parties, madness and civilization, birth of a clinic, history of sexuality, order of things, archaeology of knowledge. Another one is archaeology of knowledge. These are all works. Archaeology of knowledge. Archaeology of knowledge. Okay. Order of, so these are all works written by Michel Foucault. Madness and civilizations, birth of a clinic, history of sexuality, discipline and punish, order of things, and archaeology of knowledge. These are all, yeah. Hmm. This is true. This is true. Okay. Discourse. Institutionalized. Hmm. Who says that there is nothing outside the text? Who said that there is nothing, there is nothing outside the text? There is nothing outside the text. Who said this? There is nothing outside the text. There is nothing outside the text. There is nothing outside the text. Who is deconstructionist? Deconstructionist. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. It is Derrida. Exactly. It is Derrida has given this concept. Okay. And who has given the concept aporia? Aporia. Aporia is actually a Greek word. It's a Greek word. It's a Greek word. Who has given the concept of aporia? It's a Greek word. It's a Greek word. Comes from a Greek word. It means puzzle. Okay, means puzzle. Means puzzle. In a state of puzzle or confusion. It is not bad actually. We face some difficulty in our life. Aporia was given by whom? Hmm. Hmm. Got it. Got it. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. That is true. Exactly. This is also given by the puzzle, the Greek word puzzle, confusion, aporia. Again, Derrida. Subhas fantastic. Again, Derrida. Derrida. Derrida deconstructionist. Okay. Difference, aporia. There is nothing outside text. Exactly. Again, it's Derrida. Derrida. Who wrote of dramatology? Who wrote of dramatology? Who wrote of dramatology? Who wrote of dramatology? Grammatology. Who wrote of grammatology? And who translated it? And who translated it? Who translated it? Okay. Who translated it? Okay, got it, got it. Got it everyone. Subhas, Avni, Priyanka, Gorod. Exactly. Is there either? Okay. Is there either? राव है क्या राव राव are you there राव it's there either now who translated exactly of dramatology exactly Spivak fantastic Spivak it was translated by translated by Spivak exactly exactly Gayatri Chakraborty Spivak fantastic fantastic having important Priyanka Gayatri Chakraborty Spivak has translated of dramatology of Derrida okay okay of spirit ठीक है Heidegger Heidegger and the question this is a book and the question किसने लिखा है of spirit Heidegger and the question who wrote this book and he has also written work of learning. Work of learning. अच्छा अच्छा so I am not aware of that. Maybe of speed in Hedwiger and this question she has also written, okay, work of month. Again it's Derrida. Again it's Derrida. Of spirit. Of से याद रखना. Of gramatology of से start होता है. Of speed and Hedwiger and the question. Of से याद रखना. Of से दोनों वर्ड start होता है Derrida का. ठीक है. दोनों वर्ड Derrida का दोनों वर्ड of से start होता है. Of speed and Hedwiger and of gramatology. ऐसे याद रखना. ठीक है. Derrida. Again. Priyanka, exactly. It is Derrida. Again Derrida. Who has given the concept of difference? So Derrida has given the concepts of aporia. There is nothing out of the text. Then and aporia. Then aporia. Then you have difference. Okay, difference. And there is nothing outside the text. Okay, Derrida. Yeah, difference. Difference again. Again Derrida. Okay. Again Derrida. Hmm. Hmm. Now tell me, bricolage. Bricolage. Who first gave the concept of the concept bricolage? Bricolage. हम लोग जो कोलाज जो बनाता है क्या होता है जो पड़े रहता है चीज को उसको लेके करते हैं ना bricolage is actually whatever is in your hand and combining them into a some new. Hmm, hmm. Exactly. The first concept was given by Claude Lévi-Strauss. Now try to understand. It was given by Claude Lévi-Strauss. Okay. This Claude Lévi-Strauss is given. Now where Claude Lévi-Strauss is actually no. It is Claude Lévi-Strauss. Okay. Bricolage. This concept was first used. Okay. Given by Claude Lévi-Strauss. Where Claude Lévi-Strauss is saying that the critique is below to the artist. The critique is below to the artist. So there is the hierarchy. Whereas Derrida is saying that there is no hierarchy. There is no hierarchy. Claude Lévi-Strauss is saying that there is the hierarchy. The critique is below to the artist. But Derrida is saying that no, there is no hierarchy. There is no hierarchy. Everybody, that is the artist and the critic, both are using the second hand material which are present in the environment. Got it? Claude Lévi-Strauss is saying that there is the hierarchy. The critic is below to the artist. That means the artist ऊपर में है, artist के नीचे कौन है? Critic है. ठीक है? But Derrida ने क्या बोल रहा है? What is the concept of the Derrida's concept about bricolage? Derrida is saying that there is no hierarchy. Both the critic and the artist, they are all using the second hand material which is already present in the universe. So how can there be hierarchy? And that's why he is saying that there is no hierarchy. This is the concept of bricolage. हम लोग कोलाज बनाते हैं ना, जो पड़े चीज रहता है उसको लेके कोलाज बनाते हैं. And this is the concept of given by Derrida. Yeah. I think you have understood what is the difference between Claude Lévi-Strauss bricolage and Derrida's bricolage. I think you have all understood what is bricolage. Okay, got it. Who wrote the deconstruction? Wrote Allegories of reading. Allegories of reading. Allegories of reading. Allegories of reading. I think you have understood the concept of bright lines. Difference between Claude Lévi-Strauss and Derrida, but first used by Claude Lévi-Strauss. And allegories of reading. This is actually, I am giving a clue. I am giving a clue. These are he actually one of the disciples of Derrida. Okay, Paul Deman, J.H. Miller, then you have Geoffrey Hartman. Okay, Geoffrey Hartman. Exactly, Abani. It is Paul Deman. Allegories of Reading was written by Paul Deman. Paul Deman has written. इसको लिख लो. Paul Deman, exactly. Paul Deman, one of the disciples of Jacques Derrida, has written allegories. Okay, allegories of reading. First one. Then you have blindness. Blindness. Okay, blindness and insight. Blindness and insight. Okay, blindness and insight. And the third one is rhetoric of romanticism. Rhetoric of romanticism. So these are the three works by Paul Deman, one of the disciples, American disciples of Derrida. Disconstruction, allegories of reading, blindness and insight, rhetoric of romanticism. These are the three works by Paul Deman. So the next question is your, who wrote Critic as Host? Who wrote Critic as Host? Who wrote Critic as Host? किसने लिखा है? And this is actually a reply to M.H. Abrams' deconstructive angel. It's a reply to it actually a reply. It's a reply to M.H. Abrams. Okay, deconstructive angel. Deconstructive angel. It's a reply to deconstructive angel of M.H. Abrams. Okay, critic as host, and again he is one of the disciple of Derrida. Again he is one of the disciple of Derrida. Critic as host, which is a reply to M.H. Abrams' deconstructive angel. Do answer in the comment box. Those who are watching, please do answer in the comments. Please do like the session. Do like the session. Why are not you liking the session? Do like the session. Do like the session. J.H. Miller, okay? J.H. Miller, ठीक है? Critic as host. J.H. Miller. J.H. Miller, okay? J.H. Miller has written Critic as host. Critic as host, which is a reply to, Paul, that is M.H. Abrams' deconstructive angel. ठीक है? Exactly, good, fantastic, fantastic. Hmm. There are many things to actually. Okay. Interpolation किसका है? Interpolation किसका concept? Interpolation. Interpolation. Who give the concept of interpolation? Who give the concept of interpolation? Exactly. Louis Althusser. Louis Althusser. Exactly. Subhas. Hmm. Interpolation. Louis Althusser. It is actually a process in which we encounter our culture's values and we internalize this value. We encounter our culture and we internalize value. This is interpolation in our heads. But the process of interpolation is invisible. The subject of ideology is placed in false position knowledge regarding themselves. Exactly. Now, who wrote the novel Speed Post? Who wrote the novel Speed Post? Speed Post. Speed Post. Speed Post. Speed Post. The novel Speed Post. Exactly. Interpellation, internalization of values. Internalizations of values. But it is invisible. The Speed Post. Everything will be discussed elaborately. Don't worry, Subhas. I'll be discussing everything okay elaborately. Okay, when I'll be doing classes on English and English literatures. Okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. Stay tuned with these channels and I assure you that you will not feel that okay, you have wasted your time. I'm assuring all of you. Don't worry. Don't worry. स्पीड पोस्ट स्पीड पोस्ट उसका नाम है स्टार्ट एस से स्टार्ट होगा एस से स्टार्ट होगा बोलो स्पीड पोस्ट she has also written starry nights she has also mentioned starry nights okay STRRY starry nights speed post speed post starry nights socialite evenings these are the works written by her speed post starry nights socialite evenings are works written by whom स्पीड पोस्ट एग्जैक्टली शोभा दे शोभा दे ना एस से स्टार्ट है उसका नाम शोभा है देखो सारे नेम ना स्पीड पोस्ट स्टारी देन सोशलाइट इवनिंग्स ओके देखो एस से स्टार्ट होता है स्टारी सोशलाइट स्पीड पोस्ट ठीक है शोभा दे एग्जैक्टली एग्जैक्टली शोभा दे we'll be discussing everything okay we'll be discussing everything don't worry who wrote map of misreading who wrote map of misreading 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 exactly bro fantastic map of misreading map of misreading the anxiety of influence exactly the anxiety of influence poetry and repression poetry and repression these are all works written by Harold Bloom exactly map of misreading the anxiety of influence and in this book okay this is the anxiety of influence इसी book में he had catered okay weak poets and the strong poets in this book so Harold Bloom has actually categorized weak poets and strong poets in his book the anxiety of influence he has also written like map of misreading poetry and repressions ठीक है Who has given the concept of LAD, language acquisition device, language acquisition device, language acquisition device. Yeah, exactly. Language acquisition device. The concept of language acquisition device. It is LAD. That is universal grammar. Universal grammar. Universal grammar. Language acquisition. Chomsky. ठीक है? Chomsky. Exactly. Noam Chomsky. Chomsky. Noam Chomsky has given the concept language acquisition device or universal grammar. ठीक है? Exactly. Priyanka, exactly. It is Noam Chomsky. That is fine. That is fine. That is awesome. That is awesome. Hmm. Who wrote Fearful Symmetry? Fearful Symmetry. Fearful Symmetry. Which is actually in the Fearful Symmetry, which is actually reinterpretation. The reinterpretation of William Blake's, William Blake's work. Symmetry. Fearful Symmetry. I am giving a clue. He has written Anatomy of Criticism. Anatomy of Criticism. Fearful Symmetry. He has written Anatomy of Criticism that was published in 1957. Fearful Symmetry, that is a reinterpretation of William Blake's work. Exactly. Fearful Symmetry, Anatomy of Criticism, that is exactly Northrop Frye, Canadian critic. Another important work that is we are told Anatomy of Criticism. Exactly. Anatomy of Criticism. Exactly. Got it. Invisible. That came in 1957. And how to remember? That is after सिपाही म्यूटनी कब हुआ था? 1857 में हुआ था. तो 100 साल बाद 1957 में क्या आया था? एनाटॉमी ऑफ क्रिटिसिज्म आया था. ठीक है. सिपाही म्यूटनी के बाद 100 साल के बाद 1957 में क्या आया था? एनाटॉमी ऑफ क्रिटिसिज्म आया था. That was by Northrop Frye. And Fearful Symmetry is another work written by. Who wrote The Wheel of Fire? The Wheel of Fire. The Wheel of Fire. And he's one of the archetype critic. Now I am giving you clue, okay, or options. You can see Robert Graves. Then you have Francis Farquharson. Then you have G. Wilson Knight. And Maud Watkin. The Wheel of Fire. The Wheel of Fire was written by whom? The Wheel of Fire. The Wheel of Fire. Robert Graves, Maud Watkin, Francis Farquharson, J. Wilson Knight. The Wheel of Fire. Exactly. The Wheel of Fire was written by J. Wilson Knight. Exactly. And who wrote the Golden Bough? Exactly. All of you are fantastic. It is C. Exactly. That is G. Wilson Knight. We call it Priyanka Abni. Exactly. The Golden Bough किसने लिखा है? The Golden Bough. Which archetype has written the Golden Bough? The Golden Bough. किसने लिखा है? The Golden Bough. I'm giving you a clue again. G. Wilson Knight. Okay, okay. G. Wilson Knight, Fraser, then Francis Ferguson, Maud Watkin. Got it, got it. Subhas got it. The golden one. This is the famous one. This is the famous one by Fraser. By Fraser. Okay. It is actually J.S. Fraser. Okay. J.S. Fraser. Fraser has written the golden book. This is an important one. The golden book of archetype tradition. Okay. Who is a Scottish anthropologist. Who is a Scottish anthropologist. Okay. The golden bow was written by the J.S. Fraser, which is Scottish anthropologist. Okay. Hmm. Yes. Who has given the concept of implied reader and actual reader? Who has given the concept of implied reader and implied reader and sorry, actual reader? Implied reader and actual reader. Implication क्या होता है? That is implied that is hypothetical reader. Implied reader is a hypothetical reader. This is an ideal reader that can understand the author's actual intention. But implied reader and ideal reader does not exist. It is author's mind's reader. Okay. This is the implied reader. Okay. Implied reader is the hypothetical reader. Yeah. Wolfgang, exactly. Implied reader, Subhas, it is the hypothetical reader. That is within the author's mind. Okay. This is an ideal reader. Why it is ideal reader? Because this can understand the author's actual intention. That's why it is implied reader. But it actually the ideal reader does not exist. Okay, or implied reader does not exist. Whereas actual reader actually responds to the text in a colorful way. Everybody is the actual reader actually. Actual reader's response would be different from the implied reader. No two people can share the same experience exactly. No two people can share the same experience. They will interpret the things okay in a different manner. Okay, they will they will express the things okay, the words within the text within the text okay, will different express this in differently. This actual reader. Implied reader does not exist. The authors of the readers, the author's minds reader and actual reader okay, the difference, their views are actually different. So this way Wolfgang, implied reader and who gave the concept of horizon of expectation? Horizon of expectation. Horizon of expectation. Horizon of expectation. Who coined the term horizon of expectation? देखो उसका नाम ना एच से स्टार्ट होगा, एच से स्टार्ट होगा. हॉन्स रॉबर्ट जोस. ठीक है, हॉन्स रॉबर्ट जोस. Horizon of expectation. ठीक है, yeah exactly. Hans Robert Joss has given the concept horizon of expectations. Horizon of expectations was given by the concept was given by Hans Robert Joss. We'll be discussing everything okay later. Yeah, exactly. Priyanka, it is Hans Robert Joss. Who wrote Towards a Feminist Poetics? towards a feminist poetics, towards a feminist poetics. Who wrote? Who wrote towards a feminist poetics? I am giving a clue. C.H. coined the term gynocriticism. Towards the feminist poetics. Hmm. Exactly. Exactly. Hmm. It is Ellen Sowalter. Exactly. It is Erin Sowalter. Hmm. Erin Sowalter has written uh, towards a feminist poetics. Towards a feminist poetics. Now tell me, लाभ of exactly लाभ of motivation किसने लिखा है? लाभ of motivation ठीक है? लाभ of motivation who wrote it? लाभ of Medusa that came in 1975. Lap of Medusa. Who wrote Lap of Medusa? Lap of Medusa. Gilbert General Gruber, Susan Gruber, Judith Butler, or Helen Success. Exactly. It is Lap of Medusa was written by Helen Success. Exactly. Who wrote the Mad Women in the Attic? Mad Women in the Attic. Mad Women. Mad Women in the Attic. Mad Women in the Attic. Mad Women in the Attic. And the title has been taken from Charlotte Bronte's Jane Eyre. The title has been taken from Charlotte Bronte's Mad Women in the Attic. The title has been taken from Jane Eyre's Charlotte Bronte's Jane Eyre, who wrote the Mad Women in the Attic. Whereas the title of this work, Mad Women in the Attic, has been taken from Charlotte Bronte's Jane Eyre. Susan Gruber and Sandra Gilbert. Exactly. It is Gruber and Gilbert. Exactly. It is Gruber and Gilbert. It is Susan Gilbert. रिवीजन हो रहा है ना? गोडोट सुभाष अवनी प्रियंका रिवीजन हो रहा है ना? Who coined class consciousness? Class consciousness. Class consciousness. I'm giving a clue. I am giving a clue. Marxist. Class consciousness. Class consciousness. Marxist. And it was coined collaboratively. It was coined collaboratively. In collaboration, they had coined this phrase. Karl Marx and along with along with Karl Marx and फ्रेडरिक एंजल्स ठीक है फ्रेडरिक ENGL, ENGELs, Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. Okay, and they also collaboratively, yeah, they have also collaboratively written Communist Manifesto. ठीक है, Communist Manifesto ना, Communist Manifesto, ठीक है, and Das Capital, Communist, yeah, Friedrich Engels, exactly, Communist Manifesto, ठीक है, Communist Manifesto and Das Capital, and Das Capital. Okay, these are the two works written collaboratively by Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. Friedrich Engels and Karl Marx, they have written Communist Manifesto and Das Capital collaboratively. Communist Manifesto and Das Capital were actually written in collaboration with Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. And class consciousness is a concept that was given by Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. Now, who for the first time had used the term alienation? Who for the first time? Why it is not working here? Who for the first time has used the term alienation? The term alienation. The term alienation was for the first time used by the term alienation was for the first time used by whom? देखो, class consciousness तो ये था, इसको कर लो, उसके बाद कर. The term alienation. I'm giving clue. Karl Marx, Friedrich Engels, then you have Louis Althusser, no, Karl Marx. Okay, for the first time. Subhas, it is Karl Marx. It is Karl Marx. No, it is not German. It is German data. It is actually Karl Marx. Karl Marx. For the first time, Karl Marx has used the term alienation. Alienation was for the first time used by Karl Marx. Okay. अब देखो, class consciousness ने क्या बोला? Class consciousness. Karl Marx plus Friedrich Engels. But false consciousness. Who gave this concept? Now tell me. Class consciousness was given by Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. Okay? Now false consciousness was given for the first time. False consciousness, देखो, class consciousness was for the first time, okay, coined by Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. Now false consciousness, who used the phrase false consciousness for the first time, and he had actually used this phrase false consciousness in a letter to Franz Mehring to address the scenario where a subordinate class willfully embodies the ideology of ruling class. He says it falls because the class is asserting itself to what goes to that do not benefit it. So false consciousness again, Friedrich Engels. Okay, only Friedrich Engels. Okay, only Friedrich Engels. ठीक है. Class consciousness collaboratively Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels, and false consciousness is only by Friedrich Engels. ठीक है. The first time used the term, it was by Friedrich Engels. ठीक है. Friedrich Engels for the first time was used. And interpolation, Subhas, you were asking, interpolation is the way ideas are getting into the head. Okay, it is a process in which we encounter, okay, or cultural values, and we internalize all these values, okay, in our head. This is the interpellation. When we are internalize, okay, all these values in our head, okay. This is not, this is not visible actually. Hmm. The process is invisible. The process of internalization of the ideas, the process of internalization of the ideas are not visible, it is invisible. That is interpolations, okay. That is interpolation. Now, who for the first time has used hegemony? Hegemony. 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 I know everybody will answer. I know that. I know that everybody will answer that. Antonio Gramsci. I know. I know. I know that. But it is wrong. It is wrong. For the first time, the word hegemony was used by Lenin, Vladimir, Vladimir Lenin. Okay. Then later it was popularized by. Then it was popularized by Gramsci. Later it was popularized by Antonio Gramsci. But for the first time, the word hegemony was used by Vladimir Lenin. Hegemony was first used by Vladimir Lenin. Then it was later discussed in a detailed manner by Antonio Gramsci. It was discussed in a detailed manner by Antonio. Actually, what is hegemony? Hegemony is actually, देखो, hegemony है ना, hegemony is actually, he's saying that, okay, it is a, we gave them a concept, we gave them consent to destroy us, okay. Those who are ruling na, we gave them the consent to destroy us, Hegemony involves a degree of consent on the part of the subject people, on the part of the subject people. Hegemony, that is, we gave the consent to destroy us. Hmm. Exactly. আপনকার ডিস্ট পশ্চিম মিদনাপুর আপন করকা ডিস্ট, okay, that is in West Midnapur. Okay. Why is Godod laughing? Godod, you are from which state? Godod, you are from which state? Subhas from East Midnapur and I am from West Midnapur. Subhas from East Midnapur and I am from West Midnapur. And if Godod, you are from which state? No, 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 no. I am not from Odisha. So you are guessing me by the title Sahu. I know many of. Okay, 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 okay. I think you are enjoying these conversations. Huh. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Now tell me, this is the end line. This is the concluding. That is true. You are not from Odisha, sir. Now, exactly. Chalo. चलो चलो that is fine चलो थोड़ा hmm. Then Gorod, are you enjoying the classes? Are you enjoying the classes? I know, I know myself, but that is all. That is all. Okay. This is the concluding line of which novel? I know that I am invincible. Everybody says that I am from Odia because the title itself Sahu, that is the Brahmins of Odia. Odia Brahmins actually they are having the title Sahu. So everybody will think that okay, I am from Odia, but no, I know myself, but that is all. This is the I am telling you this is a novel by F. Scott Fitzgerald. Okay, F. Scott Fitzgerald. ठीक है? F. Scott Fitzgerald. I know myself, but that is all. This is a novel. Yeah. तुम्हें कॉलेज नाम कौन कौन तुम्हें कॉलेज नेम कौन in Odia. Exact. Exact. I know myself, but this is actually the opening line of this is the opening line of this side of paradise. Okay? This side of paradise. No, this side of this side of paradise. Okay. I know myself, but that is all. This is the concluding line. Concluding line of this side of paradise. This side of who wrote the poem Thanopsis? Thana. Who wrote Thanopsis? Exactly. William Cullen Bryant. William Cullen Bryant. American poet. American poet William Cullen Bryant has written Thanopsis. Who wrote The Guided Age, the novel? The Guided Age. The Guided Age. and its subtitle is actually a tale of today. Its subtitle is a tale of today. A tale of today. The guided age was written by whom? A guided age was written by whom? Exactly. Fantastic, Avan. Now Avni comes after a long time. Yeah. Avni क्या खाना खा रहे थे क्या? Exactly. Exactly. Is Mark Twain. Mark Twain. The guided age, and its subtitle is actually a tale of today, was written by Mark Twain. Hmm. Dying is an art. ठीक है? Dying is an art. I do it marvelously. I do it exceptionally well. Exactly. I do it exceptionally. Okay, okay. Dying is an dying is an art. I do it exceptionally well. I do it exceptionally well. Who said this? Okay, got it. Okay. With your consent, okay, I will be finishing here. I will be concluding here. Okay. Tomorrow we'll be doing again. Exactly. In Sylvia Plath's Lady Lazarus. In Sylvia Plath's, okay, exactly. In Sylvia Plath's, okay, the name of the poem is Lady Lazarus. I'll be doing tomorrow again, okay? It's already 12, 3 minutes left. Okay, okay. I hope that you will do well, but one exam does not define you, okay, who you are. So don't think that that everything will be lost, okay, by giving only exam. Think positively, be positive. Hmm. Everything will be okay, and you will definitely drop the exam. You will definitely hammer the exam. Okay, you will definitely crack the exam, and it is not the end here. Yeah. Keep your nerve calm. Keep your nerve calm, and good night to everyone. We'll be pushing up here. I'll be pushing up here. Okay, I'll be pushing up here. Let's end the session here. Okay, we'll be again doing tomorrow. Okay. I am also exhausted, tired. Hmm. Words are not coming out of my mouth. Words are not coming out of my mouth. Okay. Then Gorod, Avni, I am invincible. Then Subhas, Priyanka, everyone, those who are now live. Okay. Hmm. Good night to everyone. Good night to good night to everyone. We will be doing again too. Good night. Good night. Stay safe. Stay calm. Everything will be okay. Always try to focus on your study hard, and even I am suggesting all of you I'm suggesting all of you to solve some previous year questions of UGC net, and you know that you will get some idea. Okay, and everybody was saying that okay, the pattern has changed. Okay, they are now giving assertion region question. So I am also hoping that okay, I am also suggesting all of you that okay, if you do solve okay some questions of previous year questions of UGC net, then it will be easy to understand okay the patterns of the exam. Okay, and you know that NTA is conducting UGC net, and NTA is conducting okay CUET. So they are actually biased now towards this assertion and region questions. Okay, okay. Uh, Assertion and region questions okay are actually now common. Common. These are common things. Okay, these are actually your understanding okay of the literature. It is not about the facts. Okay, it is not about the facts. So yeah, they will okay. They will actually look you. They will actually try to they will try to understand, okay, what you understand, so what is your understanding of the literature, what is your understanding of the literature, they will definitely, okay, try to define you. That's why they are providing, okay, assumption written questions, okay, and this is actually true, uh, and you will have to face these questions, okay, in your exam. So that's why, okay, I'm requesting to all of you, please do, okay, solve the previous questions of UGC net, and that will be definitely beneficial for all of you, and it will definitely boost your confidence, so whenever you will do that question. So yeah, again, thank you everyone, thank you for your patience, do like the sessions, and it's already 12, okay, and good night. I hope it, yeah, let's end the session here. It does not matter. It does not matter, Subhas. Subhas, it does not matter, okay? It does not matter. It does not matter, okay? You just, okay? You just, okay? Revise everything, okay? Start your preparations, okay, for your aim. Start your preparation for this. Subhas, don't delete all these things, okay? This is the. Hmm. Don't delete, okay, it's okay, I have already seen that message, okay, that is not an big issue actually. Hmm. It does not matter, okay, from where you are doing, okay, the masters, okay, but the effort, the concept that you are gathering, okay, the concept, the information so that you are gathering, okay, that is the core thing. The core thing is that whatever you are learning, okay, throughout your course, okay, you will see that, okay, will you is it sure that if you take admission in any of the universities, top universities, will you be able to crack UGC net? Okay? No. Have all the students of those who have cracked the CUT have, they have already, okay, have they already cracked UGC net? No. Then that is not a matter of fact, okay, that is not a matter of, you just, okay, बेसिक को क्लियर करो, बेसिक को क्लियर करो, ठीक है, चलो बेसिक क्लियर रखो, कंसेप्ट क्लियर करो, सब कुछ यार, सब कुछ, डोंट वरी।